links to videos on Facebook, on YouTube. You can like pin messages about stuff. You can just share your latest videos. So I think we should look into Telegram to create just an all-around group that has to deal with trucking and travel, and then people can click a link and they'll be added to the group, and we just manage it.
Oh, that's what I'm saying, Mike, is you know the inner mechanics. I'm more of a idea vision person. You know, we all have different strengths and we bring to the table. I'm the idea vision person, and then I'm starting to get the whole video editing down. Like I made a video just the other night, and I did it pretty much stream of consciousness, but I was just taking basic things and putting together a flow. So when you watched it, it flowed, flowed like a real live documentary. And that's come out of just doing one video after another and another and getting better at it. And I like the way it was. If any ideas you have, like if I want to separate, or let's think we have to have a separate thing, but you have something better than the Facebook, another technology or app or whatever, I'm not attached. Absolutely, that has to be Facebook. Like I have a friend, my friend Freddie likes WhatsApp a lot, for some reason. He likes communicating there. He always asks me to send my links and send my stuff there.
Yeah, that's it's a similar kind of thing. So yeah.
Do the Empower side, the Empower side. In fact, by the way, side comment, I just sent David Wood some of my videos. Yeah, I sent him. I don't know if he's going to respond. He's kind of still, a whole backstory and stuff. But I sent him a video and said, "Hey, Dave, I just want to know I'm thinking about you. Had a huge impact on my life, and probably you've influenced my making this video a channel because of our conversation that I had with you. I still remember that to this day. Just wanted to touch base with you. So I'm going to wait and see if he responds." Because who knows? It might be an interesting Zoom call.
Okay, just a quick 30-second backstory. Notice the date, 12/7/2012. It's now February 29th, 2024. This is 12 years ago. Sophia Rashkin and then her husband, she was a Empower Network they were a power couple. They were making about $70,000 a month. My driving to Tokyo story spans really about 25 years. I'm going to talk more a little bit later about Sophia Rashkin. We have a 13-year friendship. She's something worth talking about. They went on to make over $1 million with Empower, but she would, in the end, leave Aaron, leave the business. I actually helped her pack her house, and this is a photo of Sophia and I it's about 12 years ago. I know. She started as one of my gurus, but transitioned into one of my best friends, dude. I have over 6,000 videos on this phone in my laptop, and trying to distill down to an hour. You may not understand unless you've done it yourself. But the next up is something very interesting. That's a perfect example of what happens in my everyday life when I carry this phone camera. It has my Lyft app. I was just getting out of the elevator to go to my favorite Japanese restaurant, and this is a completely raw, spontaneous conversation with some Russian dudes that shared the elevator with me, and I just shot this video raw and unedited. Check it out. This is just, I think, about a week ago.
Is Eli Bezos?
Yeah.
Who are these? These are your bros?
Yeah, this is the life quote, come and go.
Where are you guys from?
Russia.
Russia!
Yes.
Oh my God! You mean you speak Russian and English?
Yes, sir.
My God! This is like majorly cool.
Yeah.
Why did you come to Denver?
Cause like my city got bombed.
Your city got? Are you like fucking serious?
I'm not joking.
Your city got bombed?
My wife's my sister's husband died.
Yeah, are you?
So we had
So
to
all
defend.
Americans, we see all this bullshit going on there. Is this real?
Yeah, this is real. No cap.
Young dudes, you're Russian?
Yep.
You're Russian too?
Yeah, he's my brother. Our sister's husband died, yeah.
Are you dead serious,
I'm
bro?
being for real.
I'm gonna put you on my channel, bro.
All right.
What's your channel called?
Driving to Tokyo. Do you have a phone?
Yeah, can I record you?
Yeah.
All right.
Ca-
Yo, we're with Tokyo Driving.
Drive.
any questions
Now,
for us?
go to like type in driving to Tokyo. See right there. Done in Tokyo. Driving TO Tokyo. And then put a space channel right there. See, that's me.
you?
Yeah. This
Who's
is me.
that? That's sick. I'm gonna follow you.
Yeah, follow me.
subscribers.
Yeah.
Wait, is that your son?
I'm like 169 subscribers. I'm rocking it out, man. But you,
Are you
my
trying to get
first,
clout?
you,
teach us some Jap?
hark.
Wait, what does that mean?
It means okay to your loyal. And then you see, look at this. That's me,
No way.
right there. That's me.
So, like, how much do you like make a year from that?
I make 200 million. You look at that. You saw the beard. Look at the beard. This
Damn.
that's fucking me. Yeah, I'm not bullshitting you. Look, that's
200
me.
is that
look
you
at
with-
this. Look at
Wait,
this.
hold on, is that you with the girl
yeah,
right there?
yeah. Another planet.
Dead ass?
Yeah, I'm actually like from another planet. You see, you dudes are from Russia. I'm from another planet.
Wait, what's like? Are you an alien? Be honest.
I'm like an alien. Don't I look like an alien?
Wait, can you speak some alien?
Oh, how's it call you? Now, this is like, I'm filming all this shit.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna put you on my channel. Can I put you on my channel?
Of course, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let me give you your names.
Philip Karpov.
What's your name?
James.
James. That's an American name.
Yeah, it's weird.
You're like Russian. Parents give you American name.
Yeah, I don't know.
James, are you dead serious? Okay, you look kind of, could be American. You could look like from California.
I have a Zoom call with David Wood, find out what he's doing now.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I've seen him on Facebook. He goes live every now and again. If you go onto his Facebook wall, he's done a couple of live videos recently. So yeah, he seems like he's doing well. And yeah, he was a total life-changing, connection for both of us, for not only you and I, Doug, but for Michelle and I as well. Unbelievable connections built through that business, and just through the products alone. It is really about mindset, no matter what you want to do. And that's really another part of the channel as well, is having that mindset, no matter what it is. Whether you got to drive for the next 10 hours, whether you've got to do this test or that test, or whatever the heck it may be for whatever you're doing. How do you handle that with your mindset? And that's what I think has helped us all here, Doug, me, Michelle, and others who are involved in that community be who we are today. And I don't think that we would be doing this if we weren't part of that company, Empower Network. So yeah, that's definitely part of the channel. It's part of your life, part of your story. And plus you can teach things that you learned through that. So you've got, so much value.
I'm sorry for, what I'm saying is, I guess the thing, the thing about Dave that just amazes me is, and I can relate to his story, the fact that he's a normal guy that was literally in his van down to.
So I think we could kind of explore that and create, because then more people will be able to come on that channel of Telegram, and it's really, people are using Telegram for everything.
And again, those people watching this, we say this is still all a work in progress. We've only been doing this, about whatever, 50, 60 days or whatever. And we're flushing things out. We're trying things, we're trying to make this channel the best we can. And some things you have to just trial and error and flush things out. And then there's the mantra. Mantras I'm beginning to almost mention every video. That's kind of my mantra now for my process is the idea, and this is something you can use in your own life. It doesn't have to be video making, but this idea that you have to be bad to get good. That's one of the things on my mantra. You have to be bad to get good, and repetition's the mother of skill. And I'm using that every time I make a video. I'm thinking, okay. And I use this example, Mike. I said, okay, I could make one long video every 3 weeks, or maybe let me a better example. One long video every 2 weeks. So it means every month I don't make 2 long videos. And the point is, the more videos I make with intentionality, with the idea of improving, regardless of what that number is, every video, if I have the intention that this video, when I say bad, I mean more like you're at that level. Like if you're a beginner, like if a grasshopper comes on to learn how to drive a truck, they're not going to jump on the truck and have the same knowledge and skill as me. They have to start from being not bad, but maybe just a beginner, you know. They're a beginner level. So the only way you're going to take things to another level, you have to keep taking things to another level and realize you're going to keep improving by repetition and action and doing it over and over and over again. And then that's what I'm doing with my videos. When I make a video, I watch it and I see things I can improve on, but I'm not being so much of a perfection. I'm like, this is good enough, I'll send it, but next time I'm going to do this. So my idea, just as an example, and I don't expect you to download these, this is more my process. Let's say I did 3 videos a day. That means in a month I'm going to have 90 videos instead of only 2. Remember network marketing, the geometric progression idea of sponsoring, you know, how it changes with you increase the numbers increase. The same thing can be with video. Okay, if I only do 2 videos a month, in a year I'm going to do 24 videos with that level of improvement. But if I do 3 videos a day in a month, the same time frame in the month, instead of doing 2 videos, with 90 videos with boom, 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 trying to improve. So then at the end of the month, just through, you have to do bad to get good, and repetition is the mother of skill. I'm going to be that much further along at the end of a month, and the second month, and third month, and so on and so forth. So that's what I'm focusing on in my process. And you can apply that to anything in your life. I'm just happen to applying it with the video experience.
Definitely. I think repetition and action is what it's all about, no matter what you're doing. And that's part of what we're doing with this channel, what we're sharing with people, is the fact that that's how you build anything. You know, whether you build a lifestyle of your dreams, whether you build a YouTube channel, whether you know, whatever, create a new friendship, travel somewhere, whatever it may be. You know, that's really what it takes, is action and showing up, trying new things. Like, you know, with this channel, you know, nothing's really off the table. It's like, what do we want to do? What do we need to focus in on? And each week we're looking to improve, or in your case, Doug, each video that you're creating, you know, you're improving on. So at the end of the day, when you look at it, it's like trying to do better and, you know, trying to reinvent yourself in a different way each time. That's really the focus, is those gradual steps through the video process. So yeah, I think the channels, we're adding some new stuff to the channel. I like the group idea we were talking about before, where you can just kind of share whatever it is that you want to share. You can share videos, you can share things that have to do with traveling, anything that you want. And I think that would be a great little group to put together, and, you know, go from there with that. And it's another way that people can connect with you. And, you know, with YouTube, you can share a lot through YouTube, and then you can also, you know, share a bunch on your Facebook, and then share a bunch in another group as well, and then have different levels of it where people are kind of wanting more. And then there's like another different experience here, another different experience there. And that's what people get excited about, is like different exciting things that happen. So if you're always, you know, trying to do better and move forward better, you know, you're going to create things that people enjoy. And that's part of what we're all about here. Driving to Tokyo. What do you think? Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry for interrupting, but
I was going to hand it back over to you.
You may have not seen this piece where I talked about Yuki, and he's been really, Yuki, for those of you that don't know, Yuki is one of the new friends. I have more friends in Japan than I do in the U.S. because I have 5 trips in 6 months there. And when I go there, I'm completely off duty. So I have more social time. And Yuki's been watching all of my videos, and he's Japanese. Fortunately, he speaks English. So I do consider him a friend. One of the last days I was there, I went out with Yuki, Kyota, and Naoya out to a bar. They wanted me to take me out to dinner and a bar.
Street here. That's right across the street from St. Mark's. And last night I was parked here because see the way the cars are parked here at night. There's most people don't have a garage, so everybody parks out here, and I literally parked right behind this truck. This is the inside of my car, 1:30 a.m. I could be home tonight. I could. I was originally going to work this evening from 4 p.m. 1600 to 4 a.m. It's now 1:30 in the morning, and earning at least $150 to $200. That was my plan, but I was so tired. I should have pushed through it, but I just didn't want to drive tired. Now, frankly, it was probably a mistake because every minute counts. In other words, here's the bottom line. My Lyft business, I can work anytime, 24 hours, including right now. But because I started working at 4, my time is going to be up at 4 a.m. So I still have 2:30, 3:30. I still have 2.5 hours. I could make about $60, but then I would have to sit for 8 hours. That would mean I could go back to work at 12 noon, right? And then I could work from 12 noon to 12 midnight and sit for another 8 hours and work again at 8 o'clock in the morning. And in other words, in 24 hours right now as I speak, while I'm waiting for a court order that I don't know what the date is, I could be working around the clock up to 16 hours and earn up to, there's a truck going by, I could earn up to $300 or $400 and pretty easily $100 to $150 and be making money every day, putting deposits in my checking account every single day. So it takes 2 to 5 days for my Lyft direct card. But let's say, for example, if I make $200, send it, $200, send it, $200, send it, $200, send it. After 5 days, if I do that every day, every single day for the balance of the month, regardless of whether I get evicted or not, I could be putting $200 in my account every day. And $200 in my account every day for 30 days is $6,000. Either way, whether I give up my apartment or save my apartment, I'm going to be better off making money as fast as I can this next 30 days. Now, does that mean I have to continue that kind of pace if I lose my apartment? Probably not, because I won't have $1,100 to pay. Now, if I keep my apartment and I save my apartment, I can still get on track to where this will never happen again. So I'm at a very pivotal point. Again, the bottom line, whether I have my apartment now at this point, because I didn't pay my rent last month. Now, if I had paid my rent on the 1st to the 30th of April, this same exact date, May 4th, all that would happen is I'd be served a notice that says I have to pay my rent by the 9th, which is 5 days from now, or I would get a $50 late fee, and I would have till the end of this month, which is May 31st, to pay my rent, and everything would be okay. And so the same Social Security check that's coming in about 11 days, that covers 80% of my rent, and all I'd have to do between the 1st and the 15th is have $300 to pad that, and I would have the rent together 2 weeks in advance for June. So the point is, just simply by not paying my rent last month set in motion a whole different chain of events that would be quite different if I had just paid my rent. And I had my shades on, and frankly, I went to work at 4 in the afternoon. I came by St. Mark's, and I just felt really tired. Part of it is what I'm going through right now, but this is the same exact neighborhood 2 years ago when I came here to Denver and started over again after spending the winter in Encinitas, and after losing my job of 10 years with night transportation. I came to the same neighborhood, and it's really ironic that I potentially, right now, I'm gonna find out probably in the next few days, and it's all gonna be based on a court hearing. The court hearing will probably determine whether I get evicted from my apartment and lose everything and end up full circle back here, sleeping in my car after 2 years, a year and 8 months in my apartment. It all comes down to my court hearing. Now, I don't want to blame the Mercantile Square Loft or the court or the way the rules work, because bottom line is it's May 4th. Just as little as 5 days ago, if I had cut a cashier's check for $1,190.70, this whole eviction process would not be happening. In other words, let's just rewind my life, but which I can't. And I had, from the 1st of April, taken the month seriously and done the same thing I plan to do now to save my apartment, I wouldn't have had to work like I have to now. Now I have to come up with about $2,000 in a matter of a few days, when if I had started with that same focus and intentionality that this month I have to have a cashier's check no matter what, no excuses, $1,190.70 by the last day of the month, or I will be evicted. Well, somehow it was kind of a combination of my dad passing away March 17th, and then making the mistake of inviting Lisa, who wasn't even really a close friend, into my apartment to sublet it. And there was a bunch of things, including Lisa agreed to pay me $600 for $100 from the previous month and $500 for her share. I agreed to help her out because she asked if we could be roommates temporarily. And bottom line is, I moved my bed out into the living room before Lisa came, not to have a roommate, but to turn it into an office. And what happened is, it was a mistake inviting Lisa into my house, my apartment. Why? Well, I love living alone. I was a trucker, and I was a solo trucker, and when I had the 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, other than the 2 years when Chicago was there, I was living alone, I was driving alone. I'm very independent, and I like having my own space. So what happened is, when Lisa came in, she disrupted my whole life. And I told her it's just a temporary situation, but I'm willing to do it if you pay half the rent. And my thinking, for at least a couple months, I'd have to come up with half as much rent. I would help her out. Plus, she got a place to work at across the street. And initially, at the end of March, when I was a little bit short on my rent, I had $800 cash, because one of the things that relate to my life right now that's good is, in fact, it's going to happen on the 15th of this month. Every month on the third Wednesday, I get a $835 check, and in essence, that's a safety net, because that covers 80% of my $1,100 of rent. So I had $800, and Lisa had $400 cash from her new job. So she contributed $4, I put $8, and she and I together as roommates saved our apartment. Now, if she didn't give me the $400, I might have been in the same situation I'm in now. So when we started out, it was very positive, but we still had the understanding it was a temporary thing for maybe 3 months. So what happened? Well, last month, it's now May 4th, last month was going through the whole entire month, and again, I should have. Now here's the bottom line. It's still true today, even right now. And I still might lose my apartment, because if the court hearing is like tomorrow or sometime in the next 4 days, if it's not after May 15th, which is the day that my $800 check comes into my account, I won't be able to work enough hours and save my apartment by coming up with $2,000 last month's rent and this month's rent. And I'll end up going to court, and unless I can convince the judge that I'm sincerely going to take care of things, and that I can basically take care of last month's rent and this month's rent and have everything taken care of by the 15th of this month, I could end up losing my apartment, have to pay a sheriff and Charlie and some other people going into my apartment, and if I don't take the stuff out and put it in storage, they can literally take my TV, my bed, all the contents of my apartment. It was empty when I moved in, and throw it all in the dumpster. And then on top of that, I have to pay for them to do that and pay the sheriff. And then on top of all of that, get sued for my last few months of my lease, and it could turn into a whole huge, horrible situation, all because I didn't pay my rent at the end of the month a few days ago. And I can't even tell you how much this would affect me in a negative way. Now, here's the bottom line. If I knew this was all going to happen when I moved in, because my apartment was empty, I literally would have just got, like I had with my van. When I was sleeping in my van in Sneeze, I just had a $200 air mattress on a platform with a sleeping bag and a pillow in my van, and I slept in my van just like I'm sleeping in my car, I wouldn't have got all the furniture I have. Why? The $200 air mattress was extraordinarily comfortable. I wouldn't have even bought my $1,400 mattress because it's big and bulky, and $1,400. I would have had my air mattress for $200 and my sleeping bag on the floor with a pillow. So if it came down to what it's coming down to now, I would just have to put my computer in my backpack, deflate my air mattress and my sleeping bag, put all of that in my car, and walk out of my apartment with nothing to take because I wouldn't have anything. I'd be a true minimalist, and I wouldn't have to pay the guys to empty my apartment, and I wouldn't have to watch my 65-inch TV in my bed and all my contents thrown in a dumpster. But frankly, I told Victoria that this is the best situation I'll probably have at this stage in my life because I have a 50% discount. Instead of the rent being $2,000, it's $1,100. I have no rent reduction in this area. It's a wonderful area to live, and I lived here in Denver before, so I'll probably live here the rest of my life. And I felt that way with every fiber of my being when I renewed my lease. If I knew what I know now, I would have done things a lot differently, including not renewing my lease, because if I didn't renew my lease and I kept everything down to a minimum and just gave my 30 days notice and decided to come right back to this neighborhood and going back to sleeping in my car, I wouldn't have $1,100 a month. I would have my commercial insurance, my car is paid for, my cell phone, and be able to thrive, not be in the position I'm in now. So life teaches you lessons, and one of the things I want to talk about in my channel is reality, not sugarcoat things. And what Dean Graziosi teaches, and among other people like Tony Robbins, including Buddhism and everything else, is there's a thing called karma. There's a thing called, you see, some people, they don't know the difference between destiny and karma. See, and there's nothing wrong. See, Christians believe, and most people, that there's a destiny. There's a God-given plan for all of us that only God knows. And destiny is, well, let go, let God, just surrender to destiny or God's will. And I can understand and appreciate that because my girlfriend who killed herself believed that way. We went to church together, but this is like when I was 23. And there's nothing wrong with that belief. In fact, Dean Graziosi often talks about his own Catholic religion, and destiny, that concept kind of makes sense. And if you want to surrender to some higher power or higher intelligence, some people that are New Age may call it the universe. But nevertheless, there is a karma is very close, but not the same thing. Karma is based on past life or past actions. In other words, something doesn't always come from nothing. In fact, something never comes from nothing. There's always a source, and the source can be not just this lifetime or things you remember consciously. It can be from other lifetimes, unless you regress or you're an enlightened being, that you can know all your past lives and know that for thousands of lifetimes. You're gonna think it came out from nowhere. And something like right now, losing my apartment and even not paying my rent and having that happen, which may result in my getting evicted from my apartment. You may think, well, it's happening because I didn't pay my rent. Well, no, it doesn't always. See, what you think is a mistake might actually be exactly what you were supposed to do to learn the lesson as a soul in this lifetime. And it's not always easy. There's my car right here. So I'm actually going to walk over to Gaylord House. Whoa, 11. That was just 11. Anyway, I'm gonna talk to you when I get in front of the Gaylord House. And this is St. Mark's right here. There's my car there. And again, the big thing right now on a very grounded level is if I'm going to save my apartment, even have a chance to save it, my court hearing has to be at least 2 weeks out, because otherwise I can't earn the money fast enough to pay that last month's rent overdue this month, and I'll be evicted most likely unless the judge that I stand before, I can convince he or she that I will take care of this, to please not evict me, because I don't want to be out in the street. I love this apartment. I'm going to make it right, and I'll never be in this situation again. They will have the power to decide whether I'm in my apartment or not. But I gave that power away by not paying my rent. So I have to take responsibility for that, but that's what's come down to. Now, if it is in, let's say the 20th this month, I can work hard enough to not only pay the $2,000, but come out of this month at the end, paying next month's rent on time, and also have extra money. But it's gonna come down to the court date. Now, if I get evicted, I believe there's a possibility that collections people can't repo my car, and I hope that they can't go into my checking account and they don't give me some stupid, crazy terms like I have to pay them $5,000 a month or something. I don't know what that figure will be if they move me out of my house. But here's the bottom line. There's lessons I'm learning right now, and they do have to do, oddly enough, with my friend Sophia Rashkin, who has been telling me for quite a while that I shouldn't renew my lease because I'm going to put myself in a position where exactly what's happening is going to happen. Here's the last thing I'll say. Things off because I don't bring it up high enough, but this is Dean Graciosi's book, The Underdog Advantage, that I got when I attended a thing called the Launchpad, which was an awesome event with 160 countries. I think that event is when I paid $700 for a 3-day intensive event with Dean Graciosi and Tony Robbins, best coaches. So I recorded some of it. So I would highly recommend that you stay tuned, because I'm going to share, I can't share all of it because it was 3 solid days, virtual event, 8 hours a day, but I wanted to give you a taste of it. Also, I'm using many of the things I learned in my own life right now, and I'm at the St. Mark's Coffee House on May 4th right now, making a video just for you. Stay tuned. After getting my coffee here at Starbucks in Glendale, let me ask you a serious question, and there's no right or wrong answer. I know the answer to my question. Have you ever had a time, the most critical time in your life, and you keep screwing up? You know what you're supposed to do, and you keep screwing up, and your screw-ups make you, it makes the situation worse and worse, to the point you almost lose hope. You almost feel like, I'm never getting through this. Why do I keep screwing up? Now, I want to introduce you to a concept, but also a person named Dean Graciosi.
Galas, and go get your sister. Go protect your sister. Make sure she doesn't fall in the fountain. You can tell we're live here, right? What is success? Is it getting dressed up and doing fancy stuff? If it is, amazing. Is it getting your own house, your own separate, a new house, a vacation house? Is it flying on private planes or buying a private plane? Is it just living into your full potential, knowing you're doing what God meant you to do or the universe meant you to do? Is it just being able to mark your calendar up exactly the way you want it because you're in control of your time? I know I'm listing stuff that we've already talked about and already done, but sometimes we just got to re-anchor it in, because life gets harder. The harder life gets, the more we have to know what our damn compelling future is, the reason what success looks like for us, and we got to sell it to ourselves every day. The biggest sales job we have to do on the planet is us. And the reason I'm probably talking about this today is because the kids had it. I just got this crazy head cold I had over the weekend, and I was dizzy and my nose running and coughing and couldn't breathe. And do you ever notice, and I'm not complaining in any way, do you ever notice when you're sick though, everything seems heavier? And I'm like, why do I work so hard? Why do I push so hard? Why do I do whatever it takes to be there? And it's like, because I know the definition of success to me. I know why I do it, and I fight for it, and I fall in love with it. And because you fight, apple pate? Okay. What do you got there, kiddo? Come on up. Come sit next to me. Come on, can you say hi to everybody? I hope you're hi. This is Vida, my little one, who's 17 months old. That is one of my big reasons why, and the definition for success. I want to be able to always create my own calendar, my own time for these little guys. Anyway, I digress, but I'm going to challenge you this week. This will be short and sweet today. I want to challenge you this week. What does success mean to you? Let's reevaluate, because if you anchor in what success means to you with detail, fuzzy targets don't get hit. Write it down. What does it look like? You get to be the woman you were meant to be, the man you're meant to be. That's high level, but what does that look like? Are you speaking your own voice? Are you living with confidence? You don't have to be quiet anymore. You're not playing small anymore. You're not apologizing anymore. You don't hold back anymore. You want to have some more money to do certain things. You want to retire your parents. You want your wife to stop working. Or you want to stop your husband, or you want to stop yourself from in the job that's killing you. I don't know what it is, but get disturbed with it. Write it down, and then define what success is in detail so you can put your finger on it. And then use Gigi and start using the AI in another way, in a whole next level, to get your course, your mastermind, your workshop, your coaching program dialed in. Name it, price it, put yourself out there. Stop playing small. Let's do it. This is the year we're doing it. This is the next 12-month run we're doing it for you. When you see what we're releasing for you guys, it will be ready for release. I would bet to say we're hoping for April 15th. I bet it's going to be May 1st. Just some amazing stuff coming to you. There's nothing you need to do. You're already a part of Mastermind if you're here. When you see this, you'll realize there's certain things that used to take 6 months that went down to 6 weeks that now we can do in 6 hours. This is technology that's changing the game forever. So if that's the case, then the only thing that could stop you is not having a big...
Hey, Mastermind fam. Okay. Today, I wanted to pose the question and have a conversation to post or not to post your child on social media. So this is something that I have a lot of internal conflict and dialogue that goes over and over in my mind about, excuse me. And so I thought I would just have a heart-to-heart with you, because I feel like you are my people, and this is a like-minded community of people who are interested in personal development and being the best version of ourselves, and, you know, people who are very conscious.
Who's one of 3 of my mentors. I'm going to my car right now, May 4th, 2024, after just screwing up last night. And I screwed up big time last month, and I'll explain when I get inside my car. And this video is gonna take some concentration. We'll have some commercial breaks, but it's worth watching, because I'm gonna try to share some knowledge or wisdom that I'm learning from my own screw-ups that may help you in your screw-ups. Be right back after this commercial. Stay tuned. Quote here, it's just right around the corner from Union Station and right around the corner from the Oxford. This is David Bowie. I've done videos on this. This is an urban farmer right next door to Oxford. David Bowie. I don't know where I'm going from here, but I promise it won't be boring. David Bowie. I don't know where I'm going from here, but I promise that it won't be boring. David Bowie, urban farmer, right outside of Oxford, across the street from Union Station in the heart of Lodo here in Denver. This bridge over the Platte River, and my loft apartment where I live is about 11-minute walk in that direction. And I just came from Starbucks on the other side of that bridge, and I walk over this bridge frequently. You can see all the people out today running and biking, because it's about 7 o'clock in the evening and it's about 70 something degrees Fahrenheit. It's a beautiful springtime day, and it's going to be like this a couple more days, and then we'll have some cooler weather, and then I'll go back up to be warmer again. It won't start getting really warm for about another month or so, and then as we go into May, that's my favorite time of year. May, June, July. All the trees that are bare now will have leaves, and we're going to start getting into more summer weather.
Gentry McComb Show.
Check it out.
Gentry, I tried to sneak up on you. How's it going, bro?
There you go.
What's going on?
All right, thank you.
You got something there?
Yeah, something for you. Which one you want? You want this one? I'll take out.
Bro, this is a gift to me?
Yeah,
This is so cool, bro.
yeah.
Mr. Gentry McComb gave me a picture.
Yeah, that's it. The veteran Gentry McComb Show.
I'll take this, bro.
All right.
I'm gonna put it on my channel, on my videos.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because you're the main man.
Gentry McComb, yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have copies to give to everybody.
No, but you gave me one, bro.
Yeah.
Gentry gave me this. It means the world, bro. From YouTube, driving to Tokyo. I have a celebrity here in the 16th wine country. His name is Mr. Gentry McComb. You've been playing here 20-something years?
Yeah, 20 years.
20 years. 20 years. He's coming out to you right now. Here we go, bro.
Celebrate my 20th season. All right. Thank you, young lady. Thank you so much for supporting the music. Thank you. Thank you, young lady. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my friend.
Such a pretty young girl.
At least once or twice a day. Whole Foods Union Station is on the west side of Union Station, about 6-minute walk from my loft. I can either walk through the train station, around the train station, but either way, it's a 6-minute walk. It's a nice walk, especially on a day like today where there's not any snow or ice. So this is the end of this video. Now what I'm running into, I just have to correct, is I've made literally thousands of videos. So I'm having a storage problem. This is a 1 terabyte phone. I'm at right up to 1 terabyte. So the big guys, they have external storage, and I have to have that because I have to go through here and delete a bunch of stuff so I get this down to where I can add another video, because otherwise I'm out of storage space. And so this is a 1 terabyte phone. Now, if money wasn't an issue, I'd just buy a second 1 terabyte phone and double what I have. But I also can get external terabyte storage, because I want to start storing my stuff like the guys that have lots and lots of content, and just instead of just deleting and going in here deleting. Now at the same time, every one of these videos that I'm using does automatically store on Google, and it can be stored on Apple. And you can, with money, have lots of terabytes. Like for example, you could have 20 terabytes of storage online, so you draw from that. So I'm not just limited to 1 terabyte here. So I have to start going in that direction, even though for the most part I'm just talking to myself, and I don't know if I'm ever gonna get to the point my channel is monetized, because my views are 0, nothing, hardly any, and I have maybe 170 subscribers, and the guys that are really monetizing their channel and making money have, like Casey, for example, CASEY. Casey has something like 5 million subscribers, and when he posts a video, he has like 500,000 views, and he has perks like airlines, like this airline video he has on his channel. They give him a free $25,000 airline ticket to fly, and simply show this super first class cabin, and he did that in his video. Just because he has so many views and subscribers, they're willing to give him a $25,000 ticket. It wasn't really a big deal for them, because they just had to free up one of their super class first class cabins and let him videotape it. That's on his channel. So frankly, I'm beginning to kind of give up on the idea that maybe I'm ever gonna be monetized. YouTube is, even though at my low level, they're still putting commercials on my channel. Now, unless you do this, you're not gonna probably understand, because there's a difference between being a viewer and kind of like being in the audience, and actually being a content creator and doing it every day. Now, I believe every single person has a story to tell, and my audience, I believe, is my Lyft riders. But still, even with that, I think I haven't like reached the level, but I think the most people I can possibly pick up, I don't know, if I even pick up 5 people an hour, I guess I could possibly start picking up 80 or 90 people, and I get about 30% of the people that are interested in my channel. But my point is, even subscribing my audience, which is my riders one by one, it's still not going to be the volume of subscribers that I need to probably monetize my channel. So I'm going actually another direction, but this other direction, I hope and pray I can keep my apartment. So I love my video studio, my 65-inch TV, and I love working there. But if I don't have that, I can still do it. I do it on my computer and my phone. I don't have to have my video studio, my apartment. And so in a way, my place, yes, I have a shower, and yes, I have a kitchen, and yes, I have a home, and yes, it's a great environment, and yes, it probably costs me about $38 a day if I am able to keep it. But in the end, it still is an expense of about $10,000 a year. So if I sleep in the front seat of my car, in a way, I can free up that $10,000 and use it, for example, travels to Japan. My travels to Japan cost me around $3,000 or $4,000. So with that same $10,000 I'm paying for my apartment, I could probably go to Japan maybe 3 times in a year, or 2 times in a year. So it's all about what is my intentions. And to tell you the truth, I love my place, but at the same time, as long as the collection people don't like put me in a very compromising position, like I have $10,000 I have to pay in 1 month or something, I can take what's happened and turn it into something that's going to empower me, not disempower me. But we'll have to find out. The key thing right now, again, is my court date. And I'm going to make the money. Now, the big question is, should I give Mercantile a couple $1,000s? I think it's still advantageous, because I think that takes it down on what I owe, because one way or another I'm going to have to pay for that. But I have to make enough where I can pay them and still do all the things I have to do. So my channel is real, both present, where I am, where I'm going, and where I've been.